This is completely absurd. The entire Shiba Inu community has been shaken by a single analyst. A new all-time peak has already been recorded, and it is imminent. The 1 cent ideal will finally be within our reach, as only a few zeros will be eliminated. What is transpiring, and why is this so important to the Shiba Inu? Well, allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Yesterday was an extremely chaotic day for Shiba Inu. Yes, the price has declined, however, it is gradually increasing. Furthermore, the community's disposition is absurdly opposed to that anticipated during a decline. People are extremely enthusiastic, and it appears that the Shiba Inu ecosystem is on the brink of something significant. Presently, the vitality is distinct. It is in a state of agitation. This is the point at which the situation becomes truly intriguing. A substantial breach has been disclosed by analysts. They are asserting that the Shiba Inu's subsequent all-time high is not merely a distant fantasy. It has already been incorporated. I have been programmed and am speaking earlier than anticipated. There were no forewarnings, no anticipation, only immediate affirmation that a significant event was imminent. And of course, the community was in a frenzy when that information was disclosed. Like this was not a mere hearsay. Receipts were included, and what about the timing? Perfect. For what reason? Due to the significant cetacean movement that occurred recently. Not your typical Shiba Inu purchase, where someone acquired an additional Shiba Inu. This was a significant event, sufficient to turn attention. Enough to cause even the most skeptics to hesitate. The reason whales begin to behave in this manner is typically because they are aware of information that the remainder of us are only now becoming aware of. Now you are likely wondering, okay, but what does the chart indicate? Has the price begun to fluctuate? Additionally, that is an excellent inquiry. Consequently, the following is a summary. A single analyst expressed it so succinctly: the Shiba Inu has recently rebounded from a critical support level. Not just any scale, it has been honoring this one for an extended period. It is a strong indicator when it bounces off. Presently, it is situated within a compact enclosure. It appears to be allowing itself to recover its breath prior to its forthcoming significant action. It is situated just beneath a critical resistance zone. Additionally, the cost action is becoming increasingly constrained. A spring's pressure is increasing. A breakout is typically the result of this type of setup. If it can maintain its position above the short-term increasing trend line, which it is presently closely following, it is likely that we will see a substantial upward movement. What does that imply? It signifies that the constellations are aligning. The bullish chart patterns, significant whale activity, and society enthusiasm are all converging. That is not an everyday occurrence. It appears that we are on the brink of a significant breakthrough, and if the situation unfolds as it is, the Shiba Inu could be on the verge of achieving a new all-time high far sooner than most predicted. Additionally, this is the case. It is possible that the forthcoming events may occur much sooner than most individuals anticipate. That is not mere optimistic imagining. One analyst has confirmed this as a fact, stating that this is the new all-time peak for Shiba Inu. It has already been composed. Your father, a prominent member of the Shiba Inu community, made a bold statement. Shiba Inu is not merely en route to a new peak, it is predetermined to transpire. That is the term he employed. Programmed, and when an individual with such a profound understanding of the space states it in such a manner, it is not mere hyperbole. He is alluding to the underlying mechanisms, as the Shiba Inu ecosystem is no longer merely a meme playground. It is rapidly changing. Let us examine the evidence. The development team has been continuously churning. Shiba the Metaverse, Shiba Swap, Shiba Eternity, Agent Shiboshi, and Shibarium, the backbone of it all, are all present. These are not inconsequential secondary endeavors. These are significant endeavors to elevate the Shiba Inu beyond its status as a meme. Additionally, what is the most recent Shibarium upgrade? That one is a game changer. The Shiba Inu is now burned automatically every time the network is used, whether it be for trading, staking, or providing liquidity. We are discussing fires that occur in real time each time a transaction occurs. This implies an increase in scarcity, utility, and the pressure for costs to rise. All of this serves as additional fuel to the fire, and it is not solely the community that is enthusiastic. Analysts and prominent figures in finance are beginning to take notice. A significant number of cryptocurrency experts are currently speculating that Shiba Inu may surpass its most recent record-setting level and even approach the elusive target that is the subject of much discussion. 1 cent. Forbes even made predictions last year that the Shiba Inu could reach levels of 1/10 to 3/10 of a cent by the conclusion of 2025. Eunice Wang, a reputable chart analyst, corroborated this assertion by asserting that the Shiba Inu could reach a new high of just over 1/10 of a cent this period. However, this is where the situation becomes particularly chaotic. If you recall, Lucy, the primary marketing manager for Shiba Inu, stated unequivocally that Shiba Inu will shortly reach 1 cent. She stated it with assurance, as if it were already occurring, rather than as a hypothetical possibility. Additionally, when an individual who is in close proximity to the development crew makes a statement of this nature, it is evident that they are not merely tossing out arbitrary numbers. They see what is to come. Therefore, let us pause and contemplate the matter in depth. If the fresh all-time high is already programmed, as many think, what is preventing us from achieving that 1 cent dream? We are in the process of developing. We possess utility. We have an automatic fire. Whales are in motion. We also have history on our side. Do you recall the year 2021? It suddenly detonated one evening, altering the course of lives. It transformed ordinary holders into millionaires. It has occurred previously, and the configuration appears to be even more robust at this time. So yes, it may be considered a fantasy. However, it is exceedingly feasible. We are no longer merely wishing, we are witnessing the elements align. The 1 cent objective may be easier than anyone anticipated if everything persists at this tempo and the community's current pace. In the event that this occurs, it will not merely generate headlines, it will significantly alter the existence of numerous individuals. I now comprehend the situation. It is possible that you are currently contemplating the cost of a Shiba Inu. It is not exactly resembling a rocket spacecraft. Additionally, you are not entirely incorrect. What has been the recent price movement? Yes, it has been somewhat monotonous. On the surface, it is not particularly thrilling. However, this is the point at which the situation becomes intriguing. In all honesty, this is the aspect that the majority of individuals fail to consider. Shiba Inu enthusiasts have been in a frenzy, despite the fact that the price has recently stabilized. I am sincere. The increase in the number of purses that contain Shiba Inu has been nothing short of extraordinary. We have recently exceeded 1.5 million purses worldwide. That represents an unprecedented peak. Please allow that to settle in. Shiba Inu have never been held by so many individuals. Additionally, it is imperative to note that such adoptions are not accidental. It is not solely algorithms or frenzy speculators that are in and out. Individuals who elect to adopt and participate in this movement demonstrate genuine enthusiasm. This provides us with a wealth of information. It demonstrates that individuals have faith in the progress Shiba Inu is making, despite the sideways price action. They perceive the vision. In this, they are not merely interested in a fast reversal. This has a highly optimistic impact on the broader context. An expanding holder base typically indicates that the foundation is becoming more robust. Consider this from this perspective. Increasing the number of individuals holding increases the potential for stability, community support, and ultimately, more pressure on the price when demand resumes. It is analogous to a spring that is being compressed in the background. Nevertheless, it is imperative that we remain pragmatic. Currently, the market has been relatively tranquil. New capital is not in abundance. In the absence of this, even exceptional undertakings such as Shiba Inu may experience a slight delay in pricing. However, this does not imply that nothing is occurring. It simply signifies that we are currently in the accumulation phase, the tranquil period preceding the next wave. This is the reason why it is crucial to observe the holder's actions. Because while some individuals are gazing at the charts in anticipation of pyrotechnics, the astute ones are observing the number of hands that are actually holding the satchel. At present, that figure is increasing. When this is combined with the expanding ecosystem, real-time burning, Shibarium enhancements, and strong leadership interaction, a very clear picture is formed. Shiba Inu is not merely surviving, it is a structure. In spite of a sluggish market, it is expanding. That is the type of configuration that is desirable prior to an escape. Okay, so it's possible that the price appears to be insignificant at this time. However, the force that is simmering beneath the surface is formidable. Shiba Inu is establishing the foundation for it. When the flame ultimately catches, and something significant, it will not be a gradual fire with the level of community fortitude and adoption. It is destined to detonate. And if you are currently monitoring these signals during this period of relative tranquility, you may be in a position to anticipate the next momentum shift. However, what is your perspective on this matter? Comment in the space provided below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.